Hi, Bill Parker here with your Michigan Outdoor News Fishing Report. Lots of good fishing action taking place across the state right now. From the Great Lakes to the inland lakes to the rivers and streams. A lot of people catching a lot of fish and having a lot of good fun outdoors right now. The warm weather has finally settled in. We're getting into some summer patterns. The fly fishermen have noticed that we're starting to finally get some good hatches taking place. Dry fly patterns are working really good right now, starting to get into some terrestrials even. Check what's going off on the stream or river that you're on and match that hatch. A lot of good bites taking place from the Upper Peninsula down through the northern, lower, and even into southern Michigan. On the Great Lakes, the fishing has been very good. Catching mixed bags all around. Lake Michigan, they're catching lake trout, king salmon, coho salmon, steelhead. As you move farther north, a little bit more lake trout in the mix. But the salmon are starting to move north too, so they're following the weather and getting some good bites up in the northern parts of the state. Lake Huron, a lot of limits of lake trout, a few coho, some Atlantic, some steelhead mixed in there. Same with Lake Superior, getting a lot of good bites and a lot of good action, a lot of good reports coming from all the Great Lakes. Inland lake fishing, Lake Gogebic in the west end of the Upper Peninsula is really starting to turn on now. The weeds are starting to develop, catching walleyes in 24 to 27 feet of water. Perch bite's been a little bit slow to get started, waiting for those weeds to really settle in, and then the perch bite will pick up. Smallmouth bass bite's been very good on Gogebic as well. Getting some good ports from Manistee lakes as well. They're catching walleyes, catching smallmouth bass, pike, crappies, bluegill, perch, a little bit of everything. Good mixed bag, depending on what you're targeting. Everything's hitting live bait though, so some good reports coming in from there. As we move south, Houghton Lake, the biggest inland lake in the state, getting some good reports there as well. Again, people are catching a little bit of everything. In the mornings, they're catching some good bass up close to shore. Walleyes have moved out from shore a little bit. They're catching them out in the weed beds in 10 to 14 feet of water. Also getting a few panfish. Crappies are still biting, bluegills are still biting, so some good action on Houghton Lake taking place right now. Higgins Lake also doing very, very well. They're catching lake trout in the deep waters, catching some perch out around the islands. Good fishing all up and down Higgins Lake. Southern Michigan, the hot spot is still Lake St. Clair, Lake Erie, doing some really good fishing up along that corridor on the east side. The walleye bite has been off the charts in Lake Erie, still catching walleyes in the Detroit River, catching some good fish in Lake St. Clair out near the shipping channel. The bass bite in Lake St. Clair, of course, is as it always is very good. Catching some nice smallies off the mile roads, catching them in Anchor Bay. So bottom line is the fishing's been very good across the state. Grab your fishing pole, get out on the water, enjoy some of these fantastic resources that Michigan has to offer. The bite's on, get on out there and enjoy it.